Honey, I'm home. Hi, I'm Sangeeta and welcome to my channel. I've missed Bangalore and I've missed the food it has to offer even more. One of my favorite restaurants was Truffle. I used to always order chicken Diane from their menu. It was a chicken fillet, charred and served with mushrooms or pepper sauce, accompanied with mashed potatoes, sauteed vegetables, and garlic bread. So here I am remaking an equally delicious version of the same. So let's go ahead and make a restaurant style chicken steak with mushroom sauce along with sauteed vegetables, garlic bread and creamy mashed potatoes. This dish is mind blowing and all of my guests have loved it so far. Let's start off by cutting a chicken fillet into a butterfly. So the chicken breast piece has a thicker side and a thinner side. You're going to cut along the thicker side to open the chicken breast, but do not cut it all the way through. This technique helps you cook the chicken quickly and evenly. Use a sharp knife. My knife is of no good, but I'll have to make do with what I have. I shot this video 3 days after reaching Netherlands on New Year's Eve. I did not have a proper stand to place my phone or even enough lighting. The knives provided weren't that sharp either, but it's manageable. So there you go. The chicken should look like so when done. Let's get to the other one too. Make an incision along the joint and open it up to one flat piece. Also, I would suggest you cover the fillet in cling wrap or a Ziploc bag and pummel it with a meat tenderizer or a rolling pin to even it out. I still haven't unpacked and I don't have a rolling pin in hand, but I suggest you do it after cutting open the chicken into a butterfly. Now season one side of the chicken breast with 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. If you do not have garlic powder in hand, substitute it with minced garlic or garlic paste. Now sprinkle a little salt. Next comes 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/8 teaspoon of pepper powder, and a pinch of paprika powder. Rub this onto the chicken really well. Continue doing the same on the other side as well. Let the chicken rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. Meanwhile, let's chop up 250 grams of button mushroom. Slice it up really thin. That's done. Let's keep that aside. I have over here a yellow onion. You'll be using half of it. Dice this up finely. You can use red onion, white onion or yellow. Any would do. That's done. Now slice 5 cloves of garlic and keep it aside. Now chop up a little parsley. Parsley uplifts the flavor of the sauce and I would suggest you use it. If you're wondering what to do with the rest of the parsley, then I've got your back. Throw some while making garlic herb rice. I shall put a link above. You can even serve the herb rice with this chicken steak recipe. If you wish not to use parsley, that's okay too. The sauce will still taste really great. Heat up a pan and pour a tablespoon of cooking oil. Swirl the oil and coat the pan thoroughly. Place the chicken and cook it on medium flame. Drop in a tablespoon of butter too. Once the side turns brown, you can flip it. I like to char it a little. Those brownish black bits taste delicious. Remove the chicken once done and fry the rest with the remaining oil. Now while the other fillet is cooking, let's peel 3 potatoes to make creamy mashed potato. Now chop up the potatoes like so. We will be cooking this on an open flame, so make sure to chop it up small and evenly. It just cooks sooner that way. Also, if you're new to this channel, hi and welcome. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you do happen to try any of the recipes, I would love to hear the feedback and do send across the photos on my Instagram page at HoneyAmHome. I'll have the page linked down in the description. Now let's make the mushroom sauce. Into the same pan, drop in 1 tablespoon of butter. Do not throw away or scrape the browned, crispy, caramelized bits stuck to the bottom of the pan. They make an amazing pan sauce. Drop in the chopped onions and garlic. Make sure your heat is at a medium-low. Saute this until the onions turn translucent. The caramelized bits will loosen up and coat the onions like so. Drop in the mushrooms. I know it looks like a lot of mushroom, but these shrink while it cooks. Season it with salt. Allow the mushrooms to sweat and then dry out all the water that comes out of it. Once that's done, pour in 1 tablespoon of soya sauce. Now pour in half a cup of chicken stock. You can use bouillon cubes instead if you do not have chicken stock. Stir 1 cube with half a cup of hot water. Stir this on low flame and then pour in 200 ml of fresh cream. Mix this up well. If you want to thicken up your gravy, you can always add 1 to 2 teaspoons of corn flour mixed in water and cook it along with the chicken stock. Season with 1 tablespoon of pepper powder and adjust the salt if need be. Allow the sauce to come to a bubble and drop in the parsley. Give this a quick mix and turn off the heat. Our sauce is ready. Now let's make the mashed potatoes. I've washed the potatoes really well and have placed it in a pot with room temperature water. Make sure there is enough water to cook the potatoes. Cook on medium-high flame. Meanwhile, let's saute the vegetables. Drop in 1 tablespoon of butter into a pan. Once the butter melts, add 2 cloves of minced garlic. Saute until the raw smell disappears and then drop in your green beans into it. Increase heat to a medium-high and allow the skin to blister and cook. While that's blistering, let's chop up some tomatoes. Cut these into half and you're done. Once the beans are done, sprinkle some salt and onion powder. Now let's drop in those cherry tomatoes. I'll be cooking these until they turn a little mushy. It will not take you too long though. Meanwhile, let's check the potatoes to see if they are done. Those look well done. Turn off the flame and drain the water. Mash the potatoes while it's still hot. Our tomatoes are well done. Let's take that off the flame. The potatoes look creamy enough. Now pour in 50 grams of warm melted butter into it. Melt butter along with a clove of garlic to flavor it. Remove the garlic once the butter melts. I know it's a lot of butter, but it's not like you'll be eating this often. So make it and eat it without guilt that one time you decide to make it. Now pour in 50 grams of fresh cream into it. Make sure the cream is warm. I dropped in the same clove of garlic I picked out of the butter into the cream to give it that subtle flavor. You must know by now how much I love garlic. The mashed potatoes are done. Season it with salt and it's ready. Now it's time to make the last side. Garlic bread it is. Diagonally chop up the baguette like so. Butter a pan. Drop in some parsley and toast it. And that was our meal for New Year's. That was 5 months ago. I made it again last week with whatever I could find in my fridge. So let me show you how it looks in natural light. I left the chicken unattended so it was charred a little more, but it's okay, I know you'll do a better job. I insist you try this. I'm sure you'll love it and so will your guest. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Until next time.